to the next time we meet. Those in favor? Good. All right. The matter, and there are no matters arising. We're not going through the minutes, so we'll go straight to the matter at hand for discussion, which is the consideration of the amendment to Standing Order 20 in relation to private members' motion. In that matter, we're looking now at Section 30, which deals in the standing orders with the arrangement of public business. And basically, what we have before us to be dealt with is the whole aspect of the private members' motions, because there is a concern that the private members' motions are not being dealt with. And in fact, the standing orders speaks to the private members' motions being done on a Thursday between 5 and 7. Well, we don't usually sit, and the motion before us indicates that we do not usually sit on a Thursday, and therefore that should be deleted. And what this motion before us seeks to do is to have us have enshrined in the standing orders that the motions, private members' motions, will be dealt with in the period between the close of the sectoral debate and the opening of the constituency debate. What I would like the members to consider, we want our private members' motions to be dealt with, but there are two things: whether indeed we need to enshrine that in the standing orders, because members could have private members' motions and they are off the island during this period out, and we still have an opportunity, notwithstanding, to have suspension of our standing orders and hear a private member's motion at any time at all. And so the question before us as a committee is whether in fact we want to have ourselves tied to a particular period of between the close of the sectoral debate and the standing orders. We can at any time seek the suspension of standing orders and deal with private members' motions as they become available. And you might well find, because we have days on which our agenda is not heavy, and we could slot in a number of motions along that time. So on that basis, that is what we're discovering. I would love to know how it is that the committee members feel in terms of this motion. This motion was brought by the House Leader, but at any time at all, we are able to seek the suspension of our standing orders as long as we have an agreement with our members sitting in the House to do the business of the House, whatever it is. Really? Oh. The clerk is just showing me that on standing orders number 8 says the House shall meet on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 2 o'clock. So I think we have solved the problem satisfactorily. We will now enshrine that private members' motions will be dealt with on Thursday, in keeping with, so the report has to be, the draft report has to be adjusted. We had done a draft report. We could table it next week. We would like to have it adjusted. If we can do it today, I don't mind having it, but or before the another meeting, I would say next week, Tuesday, at 12 o'clock.
Right. So,
we'll have another meeting
Mr.
at
Nash,
12.
the clerk could confirm what meetings we may be having on Tuesday before 12 o'clock, if necessary, so we can speak to the other chairman and get a little bit of time to deal with this important matter.
Right, so that if it is that we cannot accommodate the meeting at 12 o'clock next week, Tuesday, then we can have it at 11 at some time, or probably in another room or so. But we will have a... The bail what? Right, so we'll find a place for, and I think it is agreed, since Section 8 of the Standing Order says Thursday, that we will enshrine, we'll go ahead with that. Okay, it does say that.
Just to make the point, I also have a challenge with the proposal to delete Section 23(2) as well, even if we were to go back to the proposal to have it done after the sectoral debate and before the constituencies debate. I'm challenged here as to why we would not want Section 23(2) for notice to be given. Why would we not want? Because if we remove that, would be saying that a member would not have to give notice of his or her private.
The decision is that we are noting the concern of member Sybil's as to why this should be done, and we will come to a decision.
So even if we were to go to that decision,
right.
Even when we meet next week, I just want to register my concern to say that the proposal, independent of everything, for Section 23(2) to be deleted, where my understanding is that where a member want to raise a private member motion, he or she would not be given any notice, because if you are removing this, isn't this the section that says that notice should be given?
Should be given.
Why do we want why would we want to remove it? And then
your point has been taken. So I thank you all, thank members for coming, and the minutes will reflect our concerns, and we'll decide on it, and we'll have a meeting next week, Tuesday, before Parliament at 12 o'clock. 12? No. On any time on Tuesday before Parliament. Whether it is at 10 o'clock or when it is, or in another room. But we must have it next week, Tuesday, because it's important. All right. Thank you very much, members. And we're giving the constituency development time for their meeting. It's now 6 minutes past 12. The meeting is now adjourned. Thank you. Yes. Mr. Nash, put it up for me here. Thank you so much.
Jamaica's currency has a fresh new look. Introducing the new $50 note.